We are talking about Filipino identity, what makes a Pinoy a Pinoy.
Being a Filipino is something bigger than citizenship. It's something bigger than a piece of paper.
The thing I value about being a Filipino is that we're the greatest adapters in the world.
You are Filipino enough versus you, not quite.
You see a spoon on the wall and that's stereotyping.
Kung gusto niya matawag na Pinoy, dapat pati culture alamin niya.
Kumakain ba siya ng rice for breakfast? Kasi kung kumakain siya ng kanin sa umaga, Filipino siya.
Understanding who all of us are as being Filipino is about historical context, sociological context, political context.
Dapat mahal niya ang Pilipinas at ang kapwa niya Pilipino.
They have more of the American ways.
Pinoy, a cold Pinoy, because it's in my blood, it runs through, and it's deep.
Be proud!
I'm JC Gonzalez.
And I'm Tallulah.
And this is the first ever, I say, town hall meeting designed specifically for Filipino Americans, brought to you, of course, by ABS-CBN Global's The Filipino Channel. And the question is, what makes a Pinoy a Pinoy? We have invited two groups of panelists to take opposing views. Cheryl understands a little bit Filipino but speaks zero Tagalog.
If anyone wants to judge me because I don't speak Tagalog, whatever, I feel proud to be a Filipino.
I don't think that I should be faulted or said that I'm not really Filipino because of my experience here in the United States.
At least try to learn to speak Filipino.
I made an effort. I took classes. It's up to your parent to teach it to you.
They want their children to grow up American, to fit in, to work properly within the system of the United States. Speaking English with an accent is detrimental to their opportunities here in the United States.
I disagree.
May subject, may verb, may ganon. I think you can still get a job.
I always considered myself Filipino, and that's what I knew, and that was a tradition. I knew the food and the traditions.
I feel like a Filipino in my heart because I have that same value as they do.
What are these values?
They don't even live in the Philippines.
I love meeting Filipinos who are first, second, third generation and watching them because a lot of times they have the same mannerisms that their parents do and they don't even know it.
One is the group of Filipino Americans. They're focused on setting up classes for Filipino groups and making sure that the culture is exposed to as many students that way. Then there's that other group that kind of like just wants to make lumpia and have hip-hop concerts. Who's to say which one is more viable than the other?
There's no magic essence of Filipino-ness that gets transmitted from generation.
There's a lot of Filipinos here who is like real Filipinos. We are here, why do you shove us?
I'm an immigrant here. I was called a fob. I either had to fit in, assimilate. To be a part of that, I had to call other people fobs because you had that peer pressure. But now growing up, I embraced my culture wholeheartedly.
I have my own accent, I dress differently, I'm not American, right? Are you going to welcome me the same way I welcome you? Huh? Are you gonna call me a fob?
We speak differently, we act differently, we're from two different places. We shouldn't have any more of these experiences where people that are coming from the Philippines are ashamed to be Filipino. In fact, we should uplift that, and ourselves who are Filipino Americans should welcome that as a chance to learn who we are.
I used to farm with my grandfather. I used to take off the grass off the sweet potatoes. I used to eat with my hands.
The fact that you're born in the Philippines, that makes you Filipino. You could say that's ancestry. My nationality is American because I was born in America.
There's a point there. You were born in certain provinces. I was born in Pampanga. I could be called Kapampangan.
We need to find out where we have in common and unify and solve our problems together.
You got to figure out what being Filipino means to you.
Your opinion counts. That's why we always want you to
Be heard, stand